What's up, guys? Look what came in the mail today. I cannot thank you guys enough for this. It's the 100,000 subscribers plaque, and it looks so beautiful. Look, there's even a mirror right there. You can see yourself, and I love it so much. Thank you guys. Anyway, I have a tour for you of a tiny house located in Dallas. It is very beautiful. So let's just go check that out. What's up, guys? Today I have another brand new video for you, and we are in this gorgeous tiny house. Right now I'm inside of it. Normally I film on the outside, but today I'm sitting on the inside of this, and I'm going to give you guys a tour of this place today. If you like this Airbnb and you want to check it out for yourself, the link to it is down below. Also, if you want to save $40 on your first Airbnb stay or adventure or whatever, the link to sign up is down below for that as well. Go sign up. Anyway, let's just jump into this tour. Like I said, it's in Dallas, Texas, and it's in a really nice suburban area. You pull up to the owner's home, and they have it set up where there's this path through their backyard, and you reach it, and that's where this tiny home is located. This is a tiny home trailer. It is on wheels, so you can move it if you wanted to, but what they did, they made it a permanent setup in their backyard, and they took the wheels off, of course, and they just jacked it up, as you can see under here, to have a permanent stay. And there's even running water and electricity in this place, so this is a permanent tiny home. It's just a tiny home on wheels though. So whenever you walk up to it, it is very beautiful and cute and gorgeous on the outside. I love the color palette and all the wood and all the texture that this tiny house has. There is a small deck in front of this tiny house that leads up to the front door. The front door is gorgeous. I love this wooden front door and all the wood accents around this. There's white. What colors are there? There's white wood for the trim. The tiny house is this gray wood, and the trim around the windows is just the natural wood color, and it just looks really nice. Even looking up at the top of this tiny house, I love just all the wood decor and everything that they did to this to make it look really nice. The owners do have their own backyard, but they kind of fenced their backyard around this tiny home, so really you have your own little secluded spot away from the owners or anybody else. And it's really convenient because you are really close to a lot of cool things in Dallas. And especially if you are coming to Dallas specifically and staying in the city, I would suggest coming to stay at this place because it's really neat. I think it's way cooler than a hotel, and you might be able to get closer to wherever you're trying to be at with this tiny house. So whenever you walk in, you are greeted to your home. It is very nice. I love the layout of this tiny house. I think everything was placed really nicely. Some tiny houses, the use of space isn't the best, but this one was very comfortable and the space was used a lot. They have a lot of things that you use and need, unlike some tiny houses. They have spots that you just can't even use, like the tables. Sometimes in tiny houses you just can't even use them, but for this home it is a lot different. The first thing you'll probably notice is this bed slash couch. I used it as a bed last night, and it is perfect. It is just the right size for me. Right underneath the bed they have blankets and pillows for you to use and just cover it up, or just to use elsewhere. You are right under the air conditioning unit out of this window, so I like to be cold at night. That was perfect. So yeah, this place does have AC and heating. They also have this little space heater right here, and these two units are just perfect for the size of this tiny house. You'll have no issue with that. Right next to that, you'll have this little table with the Airbnb magazine. Shout out to that. That is one of my favorite magazines at all. I highly suggest subscribing to that. And underneath, they just have some storage. And above this table is a really neat thing that I like. They added this wraparound bar set up for your hangers, and you can hang all your clothes right here. And that is a really convenient spot actually for that. And typically these tiny houses do not have hangers like that. I think that is a really neat idea. On the other side though, you have your coffee bar. They have a French press, some coffee and tea for you. Right under that there's some drawers, all your utensils and cooking utensils right underneath that, so that is really nice. And going on from that, you have your mini fridge, of course, that fits perfectly, and above that you have a cooktop right here to cook anything with those pans, and you have a kettle, and right above that you have some hanging wooden utensils and some spices, and then above that you have your microwave. So this right here I think is all a great use of space. They didn't try to jam the microwave on the countertop or anything. They hung everything up and got it out of the way for the countertop space, and that's really nice. And they kept everything open. Even the drawers for the utensils are open, so it just makes this place feel a little bit larger than what it is. So now we'll just move on to the other side of this. The first thing you'll notice is a table to sit at or eat at or do your work at, perfect for a laptop. It's actually pretty comfortable. They chose the right type of chair for this tiny house instead of like a random stool or something like that. This is a normal chair and a normal desk. They also have a welcome book here. They list out a bunch of things that you can do around in the area, which is always helpful if you come into a city that you have no idea or never been to, or a new area. They list out a bunch of coffee shops, restaurants, and just things to do, which leaves a lot of work off of your shoulders. Next is a ladder that leads up to the loft. We'll get that to in a second, but right under that is a spot to put all your luggage or anything like that. As you can see, I have all my luggage here, and it's just a perfect little nook right on the ladder, not in the way or anything like that. And right next to that, you have something I've never seen in a tiny house. They decided to use some space for an iron, which is nice if you need it. Right behind the ladder, you'll meet your kitchen area. Now, this is a really nice, cute little kitchen area. I didn't have any struggle for space or anything like that. I mean, of course, it is a tiny house, so keep that in mind, but I thought it was used really nicely. So you have the wooden countertops and the white cabinets underneath. The cabinets are pretty spacious. Of course, you have to have cabinets, and then the sink is actually huge. It's bigger than my sink in my own apartment, so that's really nice. And the running water is really nice and normal. It's not from a tank, I don't think. I think it's actually hooked up to their own water, because the toilet also flushes, so I think that's hooked up to the sewer. So this is a full hookup tiny house. You have the window right above the sink, of course. You have windows all throughout this tiny house, which is really nice. The more windows, I think, the better, and you can close all of them with these curtains. Anyway, next are the open shelves right here that has all your dishes and anything like that, and I love the open shelf concept. It just makes it feel larger. And then right next to that, you have this magnetic strip for your knives and anything metal, which is super cool. You can just pop it right up there. Now, their light fixtures in here are also really nice. I really like the design they used for them. The last thing on this bottom floor is the bathroom. Now, this is a typical layout to have the bathroom all the way in the back. So you just open this door, which has your mirror, and you have your bathroom. On the right side, you have the toilet. Like I said, it flushes. It's a 100% normal toilet. Thank the Lord. You have your towels and washcloths and anything you would need. There's also a mirror right here. Same light fixture as there was in the kitchen, which is really neat. And then on the other side is your shower. Now, this shower was a pretty normal size, and they provide all the stuff you would need to take a shower. There's also a window back here. I took the blinds off just to have more light, but it does have a blind on it, so of course nobody can see in or out. Now, going back on the outside, let's go up the ladder. This ladder is movable, so you can take it down and place it somewhere. I don't know, I never took it down, but it is movable, and you can put it right in the middle and climb up to your loft area, which is where your main bed is at. And it's really simple. Up here, it's just the bed and a couple lights and a window. And this looks like this is the right angle to watch the television, which, if you didn't see, is all the way above the door. And this is like perfect line of sight for when you're up here. You can watch this TV, which has Netflix and all that. I think it's really cozy up here from just how the ceiling kind of comes in on you, and the wood up here looks really nice. The wood throughout this entire tiny home is really nice. The trim around the windows and the white wood they used for the walls, they didn't use like drywall or anything like that. I love the texture of the wood throughout homes like this, and including the door and really everywhere else. So that is your tiny home. I really love the aesthetic of all of this, and I think this tiny home is for somebody that really likes tiny homes and wants to come check it out and experience it for themselves, because it is definitely an experience. Or if you're looking to build one or lay one out yourself or design one, this one is definitely one I would mimic as well. Probably one of the top ones I would mimic and look into, because this one's really nice, actually. Thank you guys for watching this video. Share it with a friend if you want to come stay here with them or check it out, or if you think this is neat. And leave a comment, what was your favorite part of this tiny house? What did you like or didn't like? If you have an Airbnb or home or building a home and you want me to come check it out, shoot me a message down below, email me, and maybe we can work something out. Anyway, I will see you guys next week with another video. And we are in a tiny house, and not in the way or anything like that. Excuse you.
Hey.
No, you can come out.
I dropped a load and cleaned it
In
right
the shower.
in the shower, yeah. In the shower. I'll just be right here.
Okay.
Look.
Because the toilet also...
You're doing good, man.
Thanks. And now pointing to the ladder, and now the kitchen, and back here is the bathroom.